to Tar Series 7 Day. I'm reviewing this, which is the Imaginext XXL Stormtrooper. This thing is massive. Here's him compared to a regular Batman. I mean, just look how big he is. We got Darth Vader there. We have Star Wars, Disney. It feels so weird to see officially licensed Mattel Imaginext, Star Wars characters, but that's really cool. There was Play School Heroes, and I think a lot of people think those are Star Wars, but no, or were Imaginext, but no, those were actually made by Hasbro, and we're not a part of the Imaginext line. So it's so weird to see like official stuff. And this thing is just huge. Look at this thing. Spinning around there, we have Star Wars Stormtrooper, and there's that UPC. And then out of box, here we have the Stormtrooper, and he is just so huge. I ignore my empty or half full bottle of orange juice there, but look how big he is. Here's him compared to a Marvel Legends action figure. Those things are 6 inches tall. He's just massive compared to that. Accessory is pretty cool. I wish you could have put it in his hands too to have like a blaster, but unfortunately you can only attach it to his shoulder as it's too small to fit in his hand. It does come with a standard Imaginext missile, which is pretty cool. In case you have some of those, you can swap them out. And let's talk about that head sculpt. As you can see, it is very impressive, very much a Stormtrooper. We got some silver there. We have some gray that's kind of like cut into the plastic, and you have some blue lines. The molded detail is very much on point, and it very much looks like what it's supposed to, but Imaginext version, which I think is pretty cool. On the back, you have some details there, which I think are pretty cool. Then you have the armor sides there, which look really good. You have the orange, the black, and there's a lot of molded detail on this guy. And just to zoom out to kind of like show you again, like how big this thing really is. You have the arm guards there and the lines there, which are pretty neat, and they come down across, and then also going down on the boots as well, and then the knees and the thighs. So there's a lot going on there. And the feet are actually separate parts that you have to attach when you take out the box because of how big this thing is. And yeah, so pretty cool. Now, in terms of articulation, you have a 360 at the head, you have 360 arms, and 360 at the wrist, but you do not have shoulder joints, which I wish it had. I don't know if maybe there's a reason they couldn't do it, and he can also sit down. Maybe if it's like a rights issue, because, Hasbro is very strict with those rights there. And I wish the feet weren't hollow, but I do get why they are hollow, but still, it would have been cool if they were solid. Now, pressing the button on the shoulder there does launch the missile, which is pretty cool. And again, this is a standard Imaginext missile, so if you have like 40 of these at home somewhere, they should all work with it. But I do wish you got more than one missile. Now here's a comparison with the Darth Vader from this series. As you can see how tall this thing is. Here's some generic Batman, Superman, Flash, or Cyborg there. Then we have a Play School Heroes Captain America. And the Imaginext figures were always a little bit taller than the Play School Heroes too, by the way. But yeah, I misplaced my Star Wars collection. It would be very cool to see these two compare. Now here's a comparison with Clayface and Doomsday. These are some of the larger characters made by Imaginext. And then here's a comparison with an XL Dinosaur. And then here's a comparison with an XL Batman and Flash. And it's just saying to me how small like the XL figures look compared to the XXL, and I wouldn't mind getting a Batman in this size or like a Superman, a Flash. I would love like some of the larger characters you see, but this is cool. And then here we have we have a Play School Heroes, an Imaginext Darth Vader, an Imaginext Clayface, an XL Batman, and then a Stormtrooper. And then here is the Stormtrooper in the Batcave, just so you can see how tall he really is. And then here's him standing up. And yeah, overall, I really like this. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but I really do think there's a novelty here if you're a Star Wars collector. But even if you're not, it's just a fun toy. And if I was a kid, I would absolutely love this. This thing is great. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.